A very good evening to all the CUET aspirants. I hope you're not ignoring your studies and you're keeping up that pace preparation of your CUET exam. So we saw CUET exam last year in July and August, and we got to see that there were different types of questions asked in this exam in your language test. And I believe 80-90% student did go for the language test because it's a requirement in many of the colleges and universities. So yes, though you have a choice of going for it or not, but then what my suggestion is, if you want to keep your doors open for all the institutes and colleges, maybe you should go for this one. Yeah. So, one very important topic that we saw in the exam in the verbal section was grammar, questions based on grammar. See, I know directly reading comprehension and sentence rearrangement questions would not be from grammar, but if you see finding the error or filling the blank, these are the types of questions that do require your hold over grammar. They check how much you know about the structure of a sentence. How much are you aware what grammatical units can be placed and in what order can they be placed? Are you able to identify what role is the word playing in a sentence? And this is what we are going to discuss in this live. So we've already done grammar fundamentals class once before this. I've already done a live on it. You can say this class is going to be a continuation of it. We did the basics, we did the definitions, we understood it. Today we are going to practice some question one by one. We'll solve it together and I'll show you how did we reach that particular answer. So without any further ado, let's get into the video. So finding, see, we are going to do the question type. Now this is part error. We have to find out that one part which has an error. Each sentence below has been divided into three parts. Mark the part that carries an error. You have three sentences. They are broken into parts. You have to tell me which part has an error. Let's see who's going to answer this one. Quickly, everyone. Drop in your answers in the chat box. It's a good practice. See, even if you practice these classes, you attend these classes, you'll get to know so much from the class itself. Looking at the first sentence, the elder brother is different than the younger brother. What is the error here? Let's see who's going to answer this one. Hi, Shubham Rathor. Let's see, Shubham, if you can answer this one. The first sentence. Tell me, is the error in first part, second part, or third part? The elder brother is different than the younger one. All right. See, here the two brothers, they are not being compared as such. Simply, they are different, right? So no aspect of them is being compared. So here, the using than is not appropriate. Rather, you'll use from, right? The elder brother is different from the younger brother. Had the sentence been the elder brother is more competent, then it would have been than the elder brother. But in this case, it should be from the younger one. He was either unaware or indifferent to her accomplishments. What is the anomaly here in this sentence? Okay, yes, wonderful. So, Boo, you've answered it correctly. It should be this one. Let's see the second one. Try your luck in this one. He was either unaware or indifferent to her accomplishment. All right. So, here the error is we know that they are using two words here, unaware and indifferent. But do we ever use unaware without of? Shouldn't the right preposition with unaware be of? It's always unaware of. Do we ever say unaware to? So you have to understand with words only certain kind of prepositions can be used. Just as we use indifferent to, we use unaware of. So these are conventional usages. Yes, errors can be in such minor things also. So because of this, the part error is the second part. And the third one, This is the man whom met me yesterday. A very easy one. Let's see. Yes, students, यहाँ पर, what do you think? Which part has the error? This is the man whom met me yesterday. Does it make any sense? So rather, instead of using whom, it should be who. So who is used in the subjective case. When we are using this word, we are using it for a noun or a pronoun that should have been used in the place of subject of the sentence, the performing agent or about which something is being said. And if you are using it for the object of the sentence, then you can use whom. So here, this is the man who I met yesterday. So you can also answer this like this. I met this man yesterday, right? So answer should be who. Moving on to another types of question, which is fill in the blank. In this, a blank will be given to you, and they are going to check your grammar knowledge and your holdover vocabulary through these questions. I have been here dash a long time. What do you think the right word should here be? Yes, people, what do you think the right answer to this one should be? Come on now, everyone. Shubham, Boo, Manoj, let's see who's going to answer this one. I have been here dash a long time. Okay, Shubham, rather it should be since a long time. I'm going to give you the reason. By the end of this, it should be since. I have been here since a long time. In the next one, I left Mumbai 3 weeks dash and have lived in Delhi dash 10. Let's see this one. Try your luck in this one. All right, so I can see everyone has been answering for. I left Mumbai 3 weeks, it should be, ago, and I and have lived in Delhi since then. And the last one, dash last month the weather has improved. It should be since. Now, a simple reason for this is whenever you have a point of time, it can be a date, it can be a month. Let's say if you say from February, from 1947, from 15th of March, if you have a fixed date, then you will use for. And if you are talking about, sorry, yeah, so if you have a fixed date, fixed point of time, then you are going to use since. But if you have a time period, then you will use for. This is the simple reason. If you are talking about something that happened before a particular given date, you are going to use this many years ago. Let's see some more examples of this. Correct and incorrect sentences. 4 sentences are given here, out of which one has some grammatical error, some anomaly. Let's see if you are able to find it out. Identify the sentence or sentences which are grammatically correct. So here you have to identify the one sentence which is correct. Rest all are incorrect. The emperor ordered the arrest of his most vocal critique. There are very few film critiques left in our country. Mahatma Gandhi's critique of West remains relevant to this day. His classmates warned him it is not a good idea to critique our principle. You have to choose sentence or sentences which are grammatically correct. Let's see this one. Yes, Pavani, you're absolutely right about about the previous question. Try answering this one now. Dropping your answers quickly in the chat box. Should it be 1, 2, 3, or 4? The incorrect sentences. All right, let's see the first one. The emperor ordered the arrest of his most vocal critique. Critique is a person who critically analyzes your action. It can be analysis, it can be appreciation. So, critique, as in, doesn't necessarily mean criticizing something, it's critically analyzing something. So, this is a noun here. If he was a vocal critique, it means he was actually criticizing the king, right? There are very few film critiques left in our country. Again, the same word, so this is also right. Mahatma Gandhi's critique of West remains relevant to this day. We have to understand this thing. A common word, a homonym has been used in all the four sentences, which is critique. But one critique you can say is not used appropriately here, and it is this one. So two critiques are being used here. The another one is this one, CRITIQUE. So CRITIC, critique, is a noun, and this is used for a person, whereas this critique is a verb. There is a difference of spelling and connotation, so you have to understand this. Mahatma Gandhi's critique, so it should have been this critique. Here, only grammatically a verb can fit here. A noun would not fit here in this particular context. Wasn't it simple? Let's move on to the next one. Identify the part of the speech of the underlined words. He has many influential friends. A very easy question. Come on, CUT aspirants, you can answer this one. So there are 8 parts of speech. Each and every word of a sentence has some role to play. You have to tell me what part of speech does this friends belong to? Yes, anyone? He has many influential friends. Here, it's very simple. It's a name. If we can name anything, it's a noun. So the answer is noun. Moving on to the next one. I am the happiest woman in the world. Is it an adverb or adjective? This word happiest, is it a modifier? Is it modifying something? If yes, what is it modifying? What should be the role of this happiest here? So this happiest cannot be verb. It definitely cannot be preposition. IEST shows it's a comparison, right? Superlative degree. You know, comparative and superlative degree, they are used only in the adjectives. So this is an adjective used here to modify this noun woman. Choose the lesser of the two evils. What is this choose? Choose the lesser of the two evils. Some action has to be done here. You have to do something. You have to choose. आपको चुनना है दो के बीच में. So this चुनना या फिर choose, it should be a verb. So right answer is verb. All right. Now this is gonna be very interesting. Let's see who's going to answer this one. Is it going to be Shubham or Pavani? Let's see. Okay. So a word is given here, which is down. This particular slide, I believe, is going to open up your mind about the parts of speech and how same word can be used as different parts of speech. The word is down. Down word को अलग अलग parts of speech के रोल में यूज किया गया है in these four sentences. आपको मैच करना है कि as a noun कौन से सेंटेंस में down यूज हुआ है. As an adverb कहाँ पर as an adverb down word यूज हुआ है. Yes, I'm gonna give you a few seconds for this one. Quickly go through this and tell me which one should be the right combination of this match the following question. Let's see who's gonna answer this one. Come on, students, drop in your answers quickly. All right, let's start reading it. If you read the first one, function as a noun. Sentence. Some people can down a whole chicken in a meal. This cannot be used as a noun. There is a downtrend in the real estate market. Or let's just do one thing. Let's simply read the sentences and see what is the function or the role of that down there in that particular case. Okay, so Manoj says it's first one. Let's see if he's right or not. Some people can down a whole chicken in a meal. So it means they can simply gulp down the whole chicken in one meal. Gulping down is a verb. So this down, which is used for gulping down, you can say, is also a verb. They can do this. This is some action. Doing is some action. So gulping down it is an action. तो ये हुआ हमारा verb. There is a downtrend in the real estate market. Kaisa trend? What kind of trend? Downtrend. So the graph of this trend is going down. So what should it be? You have to answer this one. Let's read the second one. He was sent down to work in the branch office. Sent. One is he was sent. उसे भेजा गया. So sending someone is again an action. कहाँ भेजा गया? Down. So this down is modifying the sending. Where was that person actually sent? So this down is used as an adverb, you can say. So this one, okay, last one. In southern England, the downs are so pretty. The downs. With what words do we use the prepositions? Sorry, the articles. A, and the. These articles are used with nouns only, right? So they are saying the downs. So even if you do not understand what part of speech is this word, does this word belong to, there are certain things that you should be aware of कि preposition किसके साथ use होते हैं, modifiers किसके साथ use होते हैं. तो modifiers अगर noun के साथ use हो रहे हैं तो वो adjectives हैं, अगर वो verbs, adjectives या adverbs के साथ use होते हैं तो वो adverb है. So there are a lot of hints, but you will be feeling comfortable about it, or you will be easy with it only once you've practiced enough questions. So this down is clearly a noun क्योंकि इसके साथ article the use हुआ है. It means this one, there is a downtrend in the real estate. Now this one is an adjective. So this trend in the real estate is a noun here जिसे modify करता है down. So now what is our answer? The right answer should be second one. Let's see who all answered second one. Yes, Pavani did. Wonderful, Pavani. Keep it up. With this, let's see another question. So maybe you can try your luck in this one. Let's do the same thing. Let's start reading with the first one. Her rebellious mood are due to the side effects of prescription drugs. So the word is rebel. Her rebellious moods. Moods is a noun. Mood कैसा है? Rebellious है. तो मतलब rebellious जो यहाँ पे है, it is an adjective. ये एक modifier है जो modify कर रहा है mood को. So was the mood good, pleasant, or was it rebellious? Was it angry, aggressive, belligerent? What was it? What kind of mood was it? तो ये उसकी quality बता रहा है mood की. तो ये हुआ adjective. Most teenagers rebel against their elders. तो teenagers rebel करते हैं elders के against. तो ये rebel क्या हुआ? This is doing some action. Doing some action should be a verb. Armed rebels moved towards the city. कैसे rebels? Armed rebels. So it should be. Now this rebel is referring to those people who create rebellion, who start the rebellion. तो ये rebellion शुरू करने वाले लोगों को बोलते हैं rebels. तो ये हुआ एक armed rebels move towards a city, an adjective. His body shivering with anger, Kunal's eye fixed rebelliously. Kunal's eyes fixed rebelliously. What should it be? Fixed is a verb, rebelliously. Moreover, when you have modifiers with ly, they are most probably adverbs. So it is an adverb, matching it with this one. Armed rebels. So this rebel is a noun. What should be the right answer? A and C. So for the first one, we are going to use C. Only these two options have C with it. Let's see the second one. Adjectives with A. Adjective with A. Right. So this is the right answer. See, even if you like do not know each and every answer, you've solved 2 to 3 sentences, you've matched 2 to 3 sentences, you can easily tally the answer here. Great. Okay. Right, let's move on to the next question. Don't be disheartened, Manoj. Maybe you can try your luck in this one. Fill in the blank. Dash the timely medical attention the patient would have died. Should it be in spite of, because of, but for, even after? The right choice here. What should be the right answer here? So you've been answering, Pavani, all the questions correctly. Let's see if you're able to answer this one. Dash the timely medical attention the patient would have died. Now, there are some points that you need to be careful of here. One, they are using would. The timely medical attention the patient would have died. Would have died. So, they are using would, right? They are using have with it, and they are using verbs third form. So, what does this bring us to? It's a future perfect tense. तो फ्यूचर परफेक्ट टेंस की बात है तो मतलब वो चीज अभी तक हुई तो नहीं है. तो बेसिकली अगर टाइमली मेडिकल अटेंशन मिली होती, जो कि मिली नहीं है, अगर टाइमली मेडिकल अटेंशन मिली होती तो पेशेंट जो है ही वुड हैव नॉट डाइड. व्हाट शुड बी द राइट वर्ड हियर? ओके, पवानी इज सेइंग ए. इन स्पाइट ऑफ मींस द मीनिंग ऑफ इन स्पाइट ऑफ इज के अलावा. तो इट, if we put this here, Pavani, it would mean कि ट्रीटमेंट मिलने के अलावा, टाइमली ट्रीटमेंट मिलने के अलावा, हमें तो दिखाना है कि टाइमली ट्रीटमेंट अगर मिलता तो डेथ ना होती. Then which phrase will you use here? The right phrase. So because of the timely medical attention the patient would have died again becomes negative, abrupt, doesn't make any sense. तो ये दोनों तो हम आराम से eliminate कर सकते हैं. Now we are left with even after and but for. So even after the timely medical attention the patient, अगर मैं यहाँ पर even after लिखूं तो I cannot use this would with it. It would not make sense. See, even after the timely medical attention the patient would have died. The better choice here would be but for. But for the timely medical attention the patient would have died. तो patient actually he did not die. और वो क्यों नहीं हुआ वो चीज? क्योंकि उसे टाइमली मेडिकल अटेंशन मिल गई थी. बट फॉर टाइमली मेडिकल अटेंशन मतलब इस एक चीज के अलावा कुछ भी हो the patient would have died. So the right phrase that can be used here is but for, which we hardly use in our speech. So from this time onwards, try using these phrases in your day-to-day speech. Will improve your communication and you'll remember the conventional usages more. She dash trying to pass her driving test but fails every time. A question of tenses. Let's see if you can answer this one. She dash trying to pass her driving test but fails every time. Look for the verbs. If it's a question based on tenses, you can see from this they are obviously testing your knowledge of tenses. एक बार वो had kept बोल रहे हैं, एक बार वो is keeping बोल रहे हैं, kept बोल रहे हैं, keeps बोल रहे हैं. Clearly being smart, huh? They are asking you about the right auxiliary verbs and the verbs here. So how to identify this type of question? She dash trying to pass her driving test but fails. अब fails कहाँ यूज होता है? verb के साथ s या es कहाँ यूज होता है? Well, it is always used in present of in the present simple present tense or present indefinite tense. So it is a sentence of present. So we would go for she keeps trying to pass her driving test but fails every time. A general kind of sentence. All the sentences that show you some general statement or some proven facts, they are always in present indefinite or simple present tense. Right. Yes, Pavani, wonderful. each and every one of you. Your efforts are much appreciated. So these were some of the question types that we covered. We'll be coming up with more such questions from varied myriad topics. So keep up if you want to be updated with what kind of questions can come in exam, if you want to keep your preparation with get going and keep a flow, you can attend the videos and you can like, share and subscribe if you want to see more such content. Right. Thank you so much. I'll see you in the next live. Till then, happy learning and keep smiling and keep working hard. Thank you.